Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to Sports House. We're here for another edition of the NTL Review Show Round 2, happening in Ingham on Saturday. This week's guest host is Tim Robinson, manager of the NTL Cavaliers. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Sam. It's great to be here, mate.
So this weekend's a great night in Ingham. The matches that took place were the Burdekin Barras versus the West Magpies. Magpies pretty dominant. Barras went down 9 rubbers to 1. Tim, what are your thoughts?
Oh, there were some close encounters out there, and some very, very high quality matches played, and there was a bit of feeling out in the court here and there, which was great to see. There was some great heckling again from the sidelines.
So some of the key matches: Sam Bradshaw versus Brad Clues. A little bit closer than we first anticipated. Sam went down 4-3, 4-2. Bit of a dodgy line call at some point, which got overturned, which was a strange moment. What are your thoughts on that, Tim?
Well, that was an interesting one to get overturned, but the match itself, I thought, if S. Bradshaw served well, Brad would have found it very tough out there. Serve coming down from 7 metres up in the air, so there's great velocity, and it was a great match.
And Taylor Douglas dominant as usual, hammering Hannah Caswell, 4-love, 4-love.
Just too good. I think Taylor was, from the points I saw anyway, Hannah was just keeping the ball back in play, but Taylor was just hitting it too well.
Just not enough.
Yeah.
The one good moment was Patria Bojak taking out the experienced Paula Simpson, 4-1, 4-3. A brief ray of light for the Barras there.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Patria's seen him well. So hitting the ball well, and hopefully continues to do so the Barras can have some success.
We need some.
Yeah.
Kalinda Cavaliers for the other tie versus Northwest Heat. Kalinda dominating 9-1. You must have been very pleased with that result.
Pleased with the players. The team's really meshing well together. We're really getting along well as a team, which really helps, I think. And some of the form players, like Ryan Coffey, I think, from his mouth, he's playing the best tennis of his life. Really enjoying it. And the rest of the team's come along. Nat Rogers again played some great tennis in the doubles, singles, and the mixed.
And how's the commitment for the team? Like, some of them are travelling a fair distance to play.
We've got Trav DeGolio travelling from up in Brisbane, that used to be a North boy, but he's one of the most motivated people on the planet, so he loves it. And he's really inspiring the rest of the team, I think, to come along. So
I think he is.
Well done, Trav.
And key matches, the big matchup was always going to be David Single versus Ryan Coffey, 4-1, 4-2 to Coffey, a dominant display. What are your thoughts?
Well, Ryan was just too consistent, too good. His movement again, as usual, fantastic. David, great shot maker, just didn't quite make it enough of those shots on the night.
Just had a little bit too much for him.
Just, a few too many errors, but I mean the shots he was coming up with though were fantastic.
And Ricky Lee Coffey, we've spoken about this girl before, lost a close one to Briellen in the tiebreak.
Ricky Lee, again, the body's holding up, which is awesome. So she's only going to get better. I think she. Tough first set, lost, but she really fought well and come back, and then
4-1, very strong in the second
4-1
set.
in the second, probably a little bit unlucky here and there. A couple of actually net tapes in the tiebreaker, but didn't stop Ricky from trying.
Do you think nerves play a part in these tiebreakers for Ricky?
I think all the players definitely got to feel the nerves out there, but Ricky's a good competitor, and we're yet to see her best. We'll see it soon. And
the results leaves the Barras bottom of the table and the Kalinda Cavaliers top. So
happy with that.
Contrasting moods for us at the moment.
But the Barras, I think, a few players in the Barras hadn't played a lot of tennis for a while, and as the competition continues, I can just see their team really getting a lot stronger. So
excellent.
I think there's some hope in the future there.
Fantastic. Okay, now we're very lucky this week. We've got an interview with the Barras head coach Cole Caswell. He's live from Caswell Towers. Cole, thanks for taking the time for joining us.
Indy Sam, I'm a great fan of the show, and the past luminaries that have graced it, like Clues, Robinson, and of course Dragolio. Thank you.
Now, the Barras have lost both matches, Cole. They're bottom of the table. What's going on?
Yeah, Sam, it hasn't been the best of starts, that's for sure. But to be honest, we have played against the two strongest teams straight up, and we need to be making amends with the next two matches, one in Wests and of course Mackay and Mackay. So we've just got planned for the future.
Cole, questions have been raised on your relaxed management style. How do you respond to that?
Dan, I feel that they're just vexatious claims. I can't see anything that will support that sort of argument. I am as keen as the next person to see the Barrows get through.
Now, Cole, Tim Robinson's here with me at the moment. He's got the final question for you.
Yeah, Cole, just interested in your thoughts about the Barrows versus the Heat. I know it's a big one. Will you be changing things up at all?
Thanks, Tim. That's a good question. Probably the best question that's been asked of me tonight, really. But I'm not happy with a few of my players. I've had a bit of a quiet chat to a few of them, a few of the men in the team. Having said that, Jay Leckenby played really well on the weekend, so pleased for him to come up, and of course Dallin, and I'm not sure who I missed out. Sam, sorry, I missed out in commenting about Sam there. Look, yeah, I think we might make a couple of changes coming up with the Heat. Looking forward to that match, and yeah, can't give away any secrets, but we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you.
So guys, this weekend we head to Western Suburbs Tennis Club. It is a big one. I know they're very excited, speaking to Taylor and Brad earlier today. The upcoming matches, West Magpies versus Mackay Magic. West will be looking to build on their success this weekend. Tim, your views on that match?
It's going to be a tough one for Mackay. I think yeah, West has seen the ball really well, and they're going to be hard to beat. But Mackay might have been working on a few things while they've been out, and they're the fresh team coming in. They've had the bye, so we'll see what we can expect from Mackay.
And how do you see that result going? What are your predictions on that one? We're always keen to see.
I think it's going to be pretty tough. Again, like I said, Mackay. Maybe I'm hoping they can squeeze out a couple of rubbers there, but I'm thinking it might be about 8-2.
8-2. Okay. And the big tie around, Northwest Heat versus Burdekin Barrows. This is key to see who can get into the final spots.
Yeah.
Views on that one?
I think, again, if S. Bradshaw gets that big bomb working, then it's going to be close there. Be tough. That could go either way, just depending on what happens with that serve on the night. Your players, as I said before, the Barrows, some of the players that haven't played for a while, starting to come into some good form. So I think that's going to definitely help. It's going to come down. I'm predicting it's going to come down to the last couple of mixed. So
the reverse mix could be key on that one.
Reverse mix is going to be key. I think it's going to be 6-4 either way. Go the Barrows.
I love a reverse mix. So, guys, we're going to leave you this week with some great footage of Clues versus Bradshaw, a classic encounter, some magical moments filmed by Big Dave. I'd like to thank Tim for joining us.
Thanks for having me, mate. Pleasure.
And we'll see you next week on the NTL Review Show.
It's like Cletus off.
Yeah.
That's what I call Cletus. Or Sid. Or I say.
He doesn't like Sid.
Okay, want to hear a really funny story about Cletus?
Turn out. Whatever.